Congruity Inspector is centralized network monitoring and diagnostic software offering full spectrum visibility into online use, communications, and content and its impact on IT and business resources. Inspector uses deep packet inspection to provide useful information to help manage security, performance, troubleshooting, and improve overall business operations. Congruity Inspector installation and setup is very straightforward, with the software installing on a single centralized PC running Windows 2003, XP, 2008, or Vista. This PC connects to a tap point or monitoring port on the backbone switch, the networking device through which all ingress and egress traffic flows, located just inside the firewall. A tap point can go by many names as noted in this list. This network schematic shows all internal workstations and servers connected to a centralized backbone switch. The switch monitoring port receives copies of all internal port traffic and firewall port traffic. Be mindful of situations where the aggregate bandwidth capacity could possibly exceed monitoring port capacity. In such cases, or when devices don't support port monitoring, such as an unmanaged switch, using a flat hub can create a suitable monitoring port. Using a simple 4-port 10100 auto-sensing flat hub installed in line between the gateway switch and firewall creates a suitable port for Inspector's continuous monitoring and diagnostic needs. In a network environment with multiple Internet gateways, Inspector's licensing supports centralized management visibility and diagnostics for multi-WAN distributed remote office operations. Once everything is connected and Inspector is installed, we're ready to configure the application. Click on Please Log In. The username is Accord, capital A, C-C-O-R-D. Password is guest, all lowercase, G-U-E-S-T. First, click the Load License button. Browse to the Inspector star.lic file and click Upload. The status should indicate the license is active, at which point you can close the window. Next, click on the Setup menu tab on the left-hand side. From the pull-down menu, select the network interface card that is connected to the network, and then click Save. Next, click LocalNet. Inspector monitors the communication path between the internal protected network and the Internet, the biggest area of organizational risk. LocalNet defines the internal protected network address scheme and includes the 4 non-routable addresses by default. If your network address scheme uses one of these, you're good to go. Just click to close the window. If your network has a DMZ, click the DMZ button. Add the appropriate internal-facing IP addresses for whatever systems are located within the DMZ, such as an email server or a web proxy. Inspector will then log all traffic going through the DMZ. Once the masks are entered, you are ready to start Inspector. Click the Inspect link and click Full Inspection. A window will ask to confirm if you are ready to start inspection. Yes. The application will then reset the database and commence collection after 30 seconds. When the interface returns, select the Setup tab on the left and the Status tab on the top of the menu. The screen shows the level of traffic being detected by the probe and refreshes every few seconds. Inbound, outbound should grow by tens or hundreds of thousands of packets very quickly. As data queues up, the data server updates the flows being tracked. If no traffic registers, verify connections and make sure the correct network interface card is selected. Also verify that the monitoring port is set up correctly on the switch. Inspector collects data in real time. The web interface refreshes on the half hour. Check out the Inspect Overview video for more information on our unique features.